Okay.
Alright.
Cool.
So,
episode's about kink.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, it's about kink. So we do word of the week.
Yeah.
And then we'll go into
just talking about
kinks.
Yeah,
and we can talk about
our test. Yes. That's
our
a good idea.
Test. Okay, cool. Then
and
we do that, and then
we'll play the game.
And then
we'll
play the game.
Good.
Oh my god!
So excited.
Okay, cool.
Wait, what's that?
I don't know. He didn't come
Is
back.
that your housemate?
No, he didn't come back. No, he didn't come back. No.
This is fun. Okay,
cool.
So then, should we just start recording now?
Yeah, actually.
Oh my god, what was the other thing you wanted to do?
Oh, Reddit reads.
Yes. Okay.
Girl.
That was weird. That was really weird.
Alright, should we go? Should we just go check it out?
Let's do it.
Nah, what the fuck was that? Ewa!
No.
I don't want to go
outside.
I don't like it. Okay, let's check. Oh my god, okay. Alright.
Okay.
Let's just go outside and then see what's happened.
Okay.
Oh my god, Emma, what the fuck?
What?
What is this?
What's what?
This stuff. Hello.
Hi.
No, Emma, I'm actually scared. Oh my god, no, I'm sorry, I'm so scared.
Oh my gosh.
I'm so scared. Okay.
It's fine though, right?
Okay, alright.
It's fine.
Emma, what is that? No. Don't play with me. You're listening to
In the Sheets. 2 black women,
One Bed,
no protection. From foreplay to fuck ups,
Love, Lust, and everything in between.
come with us. In the Sheets. Hi guys.
We hope you liked our smoke and mirrors.
It took us a long time to do that, so you better appreciate the fucking content, right?
That whole thing, the whole intro, the whole everything.
It took us motherfucking ages.
Yeah, so we hope you like it. We hope you like the setup. We got our backs to the corner. We got animal ears on, so you know what time it is, guys. It's that time of year. You didn't think you're gonna get a spooky episode, but you did.
Look at that.
And I hope you liked it.
That part.
Quality content, that.
Welcome back to In the Sheets podcast.
Hello.
So good to see you. Today we're doing a spooky special Halloween version, which is why we are the way that we are.
And if you're listening and not watching, then you have to go and watch to see how good we look.
Yeah.
And also to see that beginning.
The beginning. It's great. It's a production.
It's a production.
That's all you need to know. Like, things are actually happening.
As in,
so
we
good.
put our skills to use.
We really don't. So, to start us off in this episode, we are going to talk about the word of the week. That's right. And today, the word of the week is kink. Kink. BDSM and kink. Sorry, I don't know what I'm saying.
BDSM and kink.
Do you know what I mean? That's why we're
In
dressed
case
up.
you didn't clock.
Super sexy,
yeah.
kinky. That's what
Super
we're going
sexy
for.
kink.
But kink isn't always just about being super sexy. And we're here to discuss that and actually understand.
That's why we have shawls.
What it is, yeah, because we can't cover up sometimes as well, you know. So, according to this website, which we're not actually using a dictionary this time, it's a website that specializes in kink. It says kink is a set of pleasurable activities that people choose to do together that in other contexts are not pleasurable or usual. It is often called BDSM. BDSM is now just a general term which applies to activities, fantasies, or scenes that involve a consensual exchange of power. When it's agreed that one person has more power over another person for a set period of time. What these people do is agree in advance. It might involve physical control, sensory deprivation, restraint, pain, humiliation, being told off, etc., etc. All the kinds of things that might usually be deeply unpleasant, but in kink can feel wonderful. And that's it. That's a bit of an explanation of it.
What does BDSM stand for?
Oh my gosh, that's actually a good idea. Okay.
That would be really cool.
Let's find out.
I think it's bondage, dominance, submissive, and masochism.
Oh my god, that was actually really good. That was really good. Yeah, it stands. She knows her knowledge. So it stands for bondage, discipline, dominance, submission, sadism, and machoism.
There we go.
Oh my god, so many terms. But yeah, that's just different types of like sexual practices.
Yeah.
I find kink really interesting because for as long as I can remember, it's always been like super taboo and something that feels like, particularly in the black community, just really outside of what we do. I've always felt that way.
It's like, that's like what those people do. Yeah. It's like them, that's what they do.
That's what they do over there in the corner. Yeah. We don't do that. But we don't do this. Actually, it's really interesting. And I definitely feel like in the last year or so, I've really been interested in kink as a thing. Yeah. And my relationship to it and like, what are my kinks and what do I find interesting.
And like unpacking those things. I think like a lot of people, associate kinks with like a deep-rooted issue, and maybe it is like, I personally think that kinks come from the way we've been brought up, or the way we've explored sex, and how sex was introduced to us, especially in like formative years. I actually think kinks are like developed in formative years and then played out like later on.
That's so interesting.
And formative years not necessarily meaning like baby, like child, but I'm talking like as you're growing up, like growing boobs and your balls drop. I think that's like the time in which our kinks are formed, and like our first relationships and the way we kind of are with our first ever relationships, and that being like friendships, family, and also like sexual and emotional relationships like that.
Oh, that's so true. Like I feel as if I'm trying to think about one of the things that I find kicking. Is that connected to my childhood? I think, how, like, whatever vehicle in which you discover or interact with sex, especially the things that feel, like, scary but also feel good. Like, that's how, like, kinks and stuff can develop. I don't know if that's an exact science. Like, I would love to research into that and explore it. But I think there's something that's quite, like that in it. Do you know what I mean? Which is quite interesting.
And I think kink culture is so, like, it's so taboo that I genuinely think everyone should explore it. Yeah. Like, I think even if you're in a like committed relationship and you're like together with someone, or you're married or you're single, I think it's something that you should explore and just try things, because I think with kinks, you kind of have to find the right person to try that with, and then explore that with them in different forms, and that appears in different forms. Like the dom and the sub appears in different forms, and not necessarily just in the bedroom, but like outside. Yeah,
because it can translate into your like interpersonal relationships. With and I also think, like, with what you're saying, because kink requires a lot of like exploration and trying new things, and sometimes getting a bit uncomfortable, you do actually really have to trust the person that you are exploring the kink with. Like, you can't just, I don't think it's safe anyway to just throw yourself into the kink world and not have someone around you that can protect you and keep you safe. Yeah. Because it easily can tumble into, like, you're giving someone control in some sense over you. And there's lots of kinks like, piss play, where people are literally defecating on you. And if that's your thing, that's great. But again, you got to trust that this person is not gonna take it too far.
Take the piss.
Very good.
Thank you.
That was brilliant. That was very successful. Yeah. Oh God, what happened?
No, I think it was just...
She said take the piece. But yes, moving on. Taking a set... I don't even know. English, I'm tired.
It took a lot out of us to scream. It took a lot out of us to scream. Did you see the scream?
And the fear? Horror? Like... That was a real emotion. We were giving.
I was genuinely scared.
The light came on. I said, "Whoa!" Oh God,
this is getting
so
real
scary.
weird.
No,
it's getting weird. And actually, shout out to Zeda for doing that with us because you were a great hooded figure.
Honestly, and you were really great at knocking as well.
Thank you
the
for
knocks
knocking.
were tense.
The knocks were on job.
It was so good.
We genuinely were scared. We did a
scared.
practice round and I said,
no,
it's actually scary.
And you know what? It's interesting to take us into pillow talk. It's really interesting that even that, like a masked intruder coming into your house and coming into your room and taking your clothes off and taking advantage of you, like that.
That is a king.
That's a king. Some people have that king. Some people actually like will role play that shit in different locations in their workplaces. Like that's a thing.
And I mean, and shouts to you for that.
For sure.
If that's what you like,
then that's what you like.
Get your family to go scare you.
Yeah, don't run away from it. It's the return of the roar.
I'm telling you, that growl. I will live for that growl now.
That's it. Get cozy. It's time for pillow talk. I'd love to find out though, what is your relationship with kink? Like, have you had a journey with it? Are you not interested in it at all? Like, what's your thing? Obviously, I know in it, but for the sake of you guys,
for the people,
I'm asking the question.
Yeah, I think like definitely. I mean, we're gonna get into our test results. Our test results. We did our test, but like, just even based on that, like, I think that's where I got that idea of it being linked to formative years, because I actually think there, aside from like my kind of partners, like actual like romantic boyfriend, the girlfriend, like partners, I think like my partner, like my sexual partners outside of that, some of the kinks that I've played out with them have been so interesting. And I think like my exploration with like kink has come from just trying out things that I'm being brave enough to ask for certain things, like being brave enough to say like, can we try this thing? Particularly once I took that test and I saw like on my first test it was talking about like being a rope bunny. On my second test it also said rope bunny, so just tie me up basically.
Yes, she's a rope bunny.
But when I was like looking at that and I was like trying it out and I was like, oh, this is nice, like this is new, and I've obviously like restraining in sex has always been a thing, but then to actively like tie me up and like completely submit control to the person tying me up, I was very scared going into it, but then I was like, oh, this is actually really good, and this feels nice, like I'm getting, you know, I'm getting there, I'm getting hot,
I'm getting something
which is interesting. And yours?
Well, I feel like I'm very much in the middle of my kink journey. It's funny because we literally were talking on the phone the other day and we were like, we've swapped places in life. So like for the last few years I've been in, you know, two committed relationships, and for the last few years Andrea's very much been a single Pringle living out her best life. A single babe. And now, not to say you are single and I'm single, but we kind of swap places. And I'm very much in a space where I'm like, I don't have any capacity for romantic relationships or connections at this point in my life, but I'm very interested in furthering my sexual journey, and you're like in a very emotive,
like in a emotional growth, looking at committed. Looking at committed is what I said. But yeah, like I think at this place in my life, I'm more looking at something more committed and something more serious, and that in itself has brought its own kind of like
set of like
its own journeys. We love it. So have you been like, would you say that now you've found people who you can actually like explore that stuff with?
I think I'm looking for that, and I think there's some people who I've met.
I was giving like advertisement. I'm looking
for people who can help me find my kink. I'm definitely in a space where I'm actively trying to like find like or curate sexual experiences that allow me to actively explore those kinks, because like in terms of my kink journey, I feel like I've always been someone who liked interesting parts of sex, like, or things that felt a bit taboo, but I've never really ventured into that. But like recently I've tried things like restraint and being tied up. I've really been leaning into this whole thing of being like being a sub, being a dom, and how that, like, I feel about that. I feel like I'm really foraying into this. And yeah, and I really like the fact that I'm being able to explore that part of myself, because there's part of me that feels like, oh no, this is super taboo and I don't know if I should be doing this. But then there's also part of me that's like, but I'm like, I was talking to someone the other day that was like, they told me they fell into the rabbit hole and they didn't want to leave, and I feel like that's kind of where I am. Like, I'm kind of in the rabbit hole, like, there's lots of things here that look really interesting, and I would like to interact with them all to actually understand what my kinks are. And actually, like, we're going to talk about our results, so this might be a good time to do it, because I feel like my results have really actively also set me
on that path. Should we look at them?
Let's look at them. Okay, so,
and hopefully this time we'll actually have it on the screen. Because I lied last time. I was like, I'm gonna put it on the screen, and I didn't. So hopefully here's a moment to take a screenshot of our results.
Okay, so what do your results say?
So it, again, like last time, it said 92% exhibitionist, 79% brat, 72% rope bunny, 67% switch, and 59% masochist.
Masochist?
Oops.
Ain't no judgment. Masochist is a word though. Child.
And then there's like a bunch of other stuff, but like,
what's your like least, the last one?
Primal prey.
What does that even mean?
Primal prey. And like at the bottom of like the zero is little, and like age player, like that kind of stuff. I'm not really into that kind of age play stuff, which is interesting, because I think a lot of people, I'm saying this now, and I feel like people are gonna be like, oh my god, but you don't look 12. But a lot of people think I look younger than I actually am, and so I find that I attract people in a really weird way that like a younger looking, a younger looking thing. Like a lot of guys will say, like, especially in that time of my life, would be like, oh yeah, call me daddy, or like, I want you to like sound like a child, like really weird things. But I mean, I think it's this the like baby face in a woman's body.
Well, yeah, I think that's probably the thing. That's like, oh my god, it's too much, I can't handle it.
Yeah,
fascinating.
And yours was?
So my top 5 were. Did you have 100% for your top one?
No, I had 92.
This is so crazy. Mine was 100% switch.
You're definitely a switch. You're solely a switch.
No word of a lie, you're a switch. 91% voyeur, which really surprised me. But then thinking about myself as a person, that makes so much sense. That makes so much sense. So yeah, 91% voyeur, 84% dominant, that didn't surprise me, 77% experimentalist, and 74% brat, and actually 72% rope bunny, but also 72% brat tamer, which I just found really interesting.
Oh wow!
Yeah, but
I feel like you're actually my soulmate.
I think so.
Because why was my top one exhibitionist and then Ewa is a voyeur?
Yes!
So basically,
we're meant to be
together. We're meant to be here doing this together.
That's so fascinating. I love that. But also my like last one was also the same thing. Age player, daddy, mommy, little, not interested. All the kid shit, not interested. That just makes me feel really weird. But also, if that's your kink, I don't kink shame. It's just not for me.
Not on this channel. But
yeah, I found that really interesting, because I do think, as a person in my life on a day-to-day, I'm so dominant. Like, I just have that energy. I lead groups or teams or staff members, whatever. Like, there's a sense of me that likes being in control or likes being in charge or whatever. Not like in a like weird oppressive way. I'm just comfortable leading. But then I find it interesting, because I think in sex, it's like I want to have that power. I want to have that power, yeah. I want to be the one leading. I want to tell you to like sit down, and you're going to sit down.
Guys, I'm going to need you to leave for that 5 minutes.
Come back here. Come back here. This is very... Like literally, no, but I love that. Like, that turns me on so much. but at the same time, I want the fight. Like, that's what I find hot, the resistance. Like, I'm telling you to do this and you're like, no, you're gonna do that. I find wow.
It's getting hot in here.
Yeah, and I think that's why I'm attracted to like relatively masked people, like whether male, female. Actually, like my thing is just mask. I love that. It's like what we were talking about yesterday. Like I love this morning even. I love that energy. I love to feel like you can handle me, like handle me. I'm just telling you guys all of my. I'm letting you myself,
adding to the job descriptions. On Indeed.
This is also what you need to be able to do. A, B, C, and D. Please do the things for me. But yeah, and also the voyeur thing that's the most interesting.
Really?
Yeah. That really was like whoa. But then I was like, oh.
Because you actually enjoy. Well, I mean, the play party thing will be a good test to that.
Yes, exactly.
But like even just within, and again, this might not make it, but like even within just your intimate relationships, do you like watching your partners?
The thing is, I feel like I haven't actively done that. Like, been like, let me just. Oh, sorry. See, I'm getting too excited.
No,
I'm saying things. I haven't actively been like, let me see you touching yourself, and just sat back and watch. I haven't actually done that, but if I think about like some of the porn I might like or something,
it's like that,
like very like amateur voyeuristic. I shouldn't fly on the wall kind of shit. Like,
I shouldn't be watching this,
but I am, and I find it so I'm turned on by it. And like I think the voyeur thing just really makes sense for me. And
that's
like how
so interesting.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Because on the flip side, I think the exhibitionist thing.
Yes.
It actually, when I first got it, and I was surprised that it was there again.
Really?
My results are not much different from when I took it in 2023, which is interesting. But I think like when I saw the exhibitionist thing, I was like, do I actually like, especially because in my day-to-day life I'm very much behind the scenes. So like even my career, like everything I do is very much behind the scenes. I don't like being on camera, and I work with people like who are the center of the show. Like they're usually that, and I'm usually the enabler for that. So to be the exhibitionist in the bedroom is interesting. To want to like, you know, to put on a show for you or like do things. And even just before we started recording, I was saying to Ella how I love lingerie. Like I love it. Like I will put on a nice fit. I will do the sexy dance for you. I will do the pole dance for you. Like all of that. I will do that. I love to like put on that show, and that's probably where the exhibitionist thing comes from.
That's so like, interesting. Like you want to be seen. Yeah,
and like romanticizing. I think we had said it in one of our early eps, but like romanticizing the lovemaking and like making it like a full-on experience. Like scent, hearing, like feeling. Like I just like to put on that show.
Wow, it's such like a carefully curated thing. Like you want a particular energy or persona to almost like, I don't know, to show as you're in these situations. I kind of love that.
And I think, and again, like I think that's, I mean, we could get into it, but I think like growing up, I've always wanted to make people proud, like above everything. Like everyone, I always want to make them. Whoa, that's so true. Sorry, wow, the realization is so true. I've always wanted to make people proud, and so like maybe that's also part of it. Like again, going back to like discovering these things in formative years, but like that idea of like, oh, I'm showing this to you because I want you to enjoy it and I want you to be proud of it and like happy and proud of me. So maybe that's like part of that kink. But I think the exhibitionist being the top one, and then being a brat as well, and wanting to like cause problems and trouble.
I want to cause a bit of trouble.
Yeah, I love to answer back. Like, if you're asking me to do something, why?
Why? I don't want
to. Why do you want me to do that?
I love it pushed back. Tell them no.
Yeah.
That part. I love that. I love that you like know that as well, and you can comfortably thinking in that.
And it's not really like a dom. It's not like, I think with a brat, like it's not really as strong as like I don't actually want the man to be submissive to me. Like I don't want him to like completely be submissive. I kind of want to give you that energy so that you'll be like, absolutely not.
Yes.
Get on your knees, girl.
Stop it right now. I want to cause some trouble.
Don't do that. Like, I want to be like, no, and then him be like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, I fucking love that. That's what I mean. Show me that you have something. Give me a little bit of pushback. Yeah. I love the pushback. Yeah. I so love that pull. If I'm thinking about like, kinks being related to childhood stuff, again, I feel like because sex was just not really something that I interacted with when I was younger, but I was from a very, very early age. I've been interested in it, like aware of myself sexually, you know, what's into sex, shit like that. I think because it always had to be hidden. Like it felt like something I couldn't openly interact with. Yeah. Both like internally because of all the like shame that I had, and also just like in my life. I reckon that's how that voyeur thing has developed. So
it's like you have to almost like watch from the side because you're not meant to
be there. That. Exactly. Yeah. But then I'm still like obviously aroused. Yeah. So I feel like that's why it's grown into, even though I know I can have that now, you know, but it's grown into something. Yeah, it's crazy because I think I find it so like, even just the like, I think I've actually genuinely find that really stimulating for me for whatever reason. I mean, 91% is fucking huge.
It's huge,
and I've never really been someone that's actively interacted with it, which is why I think I find it interesting because I haven't been like, let me watch you do XYZ. I've never really been into camming like that or like stuff online, like pictures, but I'm not like, I don't actively seek out virtual exchanges or virtual sexual exchanges. I haven't been to play parties, I haven't been to kink parties, all of this stuff, but it's still like a really central part of what I find attractive as a kink. I just think that stuff is fascinating. I
think it's really hot. I think it's hot. I think it's so good to like find this stuff and explore it, and then in your like later life you're able to be like, when you do meet a partner or you do like whatever, like this is the stuff that I like to do, and like what do you like to do, and then you learn something new, and then it's like, ooh.
I think restraint just is really interesting as a tool because you need to have a physical, like I think any kink that requires you to have tools or products and stuff is interesting because you actually have to do it in order to learn whether or not I like this, which actually makes me think like, how did you discover what your kinks are? Like what was your journey to understand, and what are your kinks, or what do you feel comfortable sharing
as a kinks? I definitely think like the dom sub, like brat tamo, brat dom, like I like that kind of dynamic. And again, like I think that came from once I had kind of got past the first iterations of having sex and like my early sex situations. I think when it came to being with like more, like feeling more comfortable with the partners that I was sleeping with, then it became like, oh, now I can kind of like, I don't know, like there might be a way that somebody might have just like put my head down or held my hair or something, and I was like, oh, this is interesting, okay, let's go, like let's keep at that, like let's keep doing that, let's see,
like follow that.
And I think that's where that exploration came from, and that journey kind of developed.
I love that that was like your way into that thing. I think that's what it has to be, right? Like you find something, it feels kind of good but also kind of weird and also kind of bad, but you want to keep
you kind of just want to keep going.
Why do you? So like interesting. I feel like by following the tunnel, I'm like, no, this is the stuff that actually gets me going, and like I can take a bit of pain. I love a bit of pain. Yeah, I can take it.
I love a bit of pain. Apparently I love to inflict pain.
Really?
Because it said masochist.
Oh yeah.
So apparently I love to inflict pain. I like to choke a man. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Same. I don't know. Maybe it might be in a different way, but I don't like seeing someone in pain. Yeah. Maybe it's if somebody enjoys pain, then I like doing it to them.
To that person, yeah.
But or maybe it is more of like a maybe it is more of like an emotional thing.
Do you think so?
Yeah, like maybe it is more of like a, I'm not talking to you.
Oh right, like
and you're so upset about it, like something like that.
There's another thing that says is experimentalist, And that's quite interesting because I don't actually know what that means.
Should we look?
I think we should look. I think we should find out. Because if we don't know what it means, then we just need to research, which I also think is a really big part of kink.
Again, like, I really hope you guys did your test, because I think... did your test?
Yes.
Because I think that you can learn a bit, and then you can explore it, and then research it, and then find out more things and new things, and maybe you might not actually do it.
Yeah.
Or maybe you might.
But that's all part of the learning process, I feel, is like allowing your curiosity to lead you.
Exactly.
That's part of discovering what your kinks are. Allow your brain to go where it wants to go. Don't limit that because of societal pressure or whatever. An experimentalist, according to Urban Dictionary, is somebody who tries new and or different experiences sexually. I'm definitely an experimentalist.
And that's it. That's exactly what you're doing right now.
That's exactly what I'm doing right now. That's
you're just open to trying things.
Exactly. And like stuff that people may not want to try. Not like crazy stuff, but I've always been a bit spontaneous and a bit just kooky and a very like open person. Like I think the world is a very complex place and that interests me. I've always been someone who leads with my curiosity. And it makes sense that experimentalist is in my top 5.
Yeah, that you want to actually experiment and you want to try new things.
Yeah, actively.
And especially in this phase of your life. And maybe, again, if you take the test in a couple of years, it might be different.
Exactly.
But like, particularly for this part of your life, the way you were answering the questions was like, no, but interesting. Or like falling in the middle. Because the whole test is like, agree, disagree, and then there's like a lot of middle ground. And I think sometimes it picks it out from that bit as well. That's like, okay, you're unsure, which means that you're also this.
Yeah, yes, that's true. And I think when I was taking it, there were quite a few things that I was actually like a bit unsure about. Like there were a few things that I was like, I don't know if I want this. I don't know if I like it, but I'm also kind of intrigued by it. So I'm gonna just. I
might say it. I might do it.
I'm just gonna do it.
But not the slave thing.
No, never that. I can't. Slave play is actually just not for me. And I know there are some black people who probably enjoy that. I will never be one of those black people. No, I find that just super triggering and traumatic. But if that's your steez, that's your steez, and like I'm never gonna judge anyone. But I actually would really suggest, like, to anybody that's watching, I think you should do the quiz. It's all intriguing. You don't have to act upon it, but it's interesting to see like where do you fall within that. And after you take it, you can do what we've done, which is like have a think about it and think about like, is there anything in my life that has contributed to that,
and also like how can that affect my life in like general, like how I interact with people and like moving forward, and also like it could be something to lead with, and like especially if you're stuck in the bedroom or you're stuck in a relationship, then it could be something to like move things forward and try new things.
For sure. And I actually think like I know I'm not in a serious anything right now and don't want to be for a while, but I'm kind of looking forward to the next time I have like a serious partner, because I think I'll really know myself more and hopefully I'll be with someone that's just as freaky as me.
Freaky dicky. Okay, so we're back with another segment called Reddit Reads. Reddit Reads. We're still coming up with the jingle. So.
Reddit Reads. I'm still on this. I don't know. Reddit Reads. Reddit. Don't act like you don't like it. It's fun.
We're gonna go through some dating horror stories.
That's right.
Scary. So this person said, met a guy for a walk and talk through my favourite park. We had a nice vibe online and I had hoped we'd at least have a good time, even if we weren't attracted to each other. He was completely bizarre. Spent a lot of time trying to get me to believe that he was some sort of psychic or wizard with magic powers. No. Asked for a ride to the bus station from the park. I had no idea he hadn't driven himself there. And suddenly had to pee during the 5-minute drive. Wait for it. Wet his pants just before getting out of the car.
Inside my
whip. You've pissed yourself.
No.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, no.
And then somebody said he didn't need to pee. He was marking his territory. No, because why am I on a date with you and you're here coming to tell me you're a psychic? You're this.
and then you piss in my car.
I would be terrified.
I wouldn't have let him in the car. No offense. I wouldn't have let him in the car.
I can't let you in my car.
I don't know you. Find your own right.
Oh my god.
That's fucking terrifying. And also, what time of the night is it? No, it doesn't seem any red flags. I'm sorry, no.
Peeing in my car.
Ew, that's
and now it smells. You know, like pee has a smell.
And it's not even your pee, it's somebody else's pee. And now you have to pay to get your car cleaned.
No.
That's a horror story if I've ever heard it.
God.
No, God forbid. Couldn't do it.
I couldn't.
Fucking terrible.
Someone said, seeing your sister on the recommended person list.
On what?
Obviously on an online
dating site. Ew.
No, I would actually cry my eyes out.
That would be so fucking weird.
To be fair, I've actually seen my cousins.
Really?
Yeah, so I have a lot of like male cousins. Hi guys. They probably don't watch this. Anyway, I've seen 2 of my male cousins on Hinge.
Really?
Yeah. When I was on Hinge, I saw 2 of my male cousins. I matched them, obviously. I obviously liked them because I wanted to be a bitch. Like, what are you doing on Hinge?
And then maybe they can see you like, oh shit, she fucking knows.
Honestly, it was the funniest thing.
That's so cute. I really love that.
This is not the type of thread I should be reading after finally getting a date with a girl for the first time in over a year. Gonna be self-conscious now.
He's gonna be terrified that he's gonna match with her and she's gonna pee in his car.
Exactly. Imagine you haven't gone on a date for a year and then you're just like, oh yeah, this is gonna be so big, this is gonna be so good, and then
that's ridiculous. No. They'd have to pay for it. I have zero.
As in, I would want to never speak to you again, but you have to pay for cleaning my car.
Yeah, because
I can't get that out.
No.
And then I have to drive home with your pissy smell in my seat.
And you could just sting it, and I'm having to drive and like, breathe outside because I don't want to breathe in your pee particles. That's fucking nasty. Sorry, it's nasty.
Oh my god. So, a friend of mine set up an account for a presentation on the successes of modern technology on the dating scene. His final report included a great story. He met up with a girl who was using her daughter's photos for herself, saying she was 25 online but was really 55, and said she had no ethical problems lying online as long as she told them the truth in person. To top it off, she was on her 3rd marriage and had multiple Facebook accounts.
I mean, that's a professional catfish.
It's a professional catfish.
That's fucking terrifying. That's terrifying.
No.
This is the thing about being online, though. People can be anyone, and that is really scary.
That's really scary. There's pissy pants, and then there's 55-year-old woman.
Does her daughter even know that she's using her pictures?
No, but like, I can't imagine my mum using my photos.
What the fuck? I would be like, what the fuck? No, it could never be me. That's weird. That's really weird. It's like there's this Netflix documentary that came out, and this girl was being bullied for years online.
Oh, I've seen it, but I haven't watched it yet.
I won't tell you what happens, but that's also something to do with your crazy mama. Like, actually don't have kids if you haven't sorted your shit out, like, to an extent, because that's insane.
Don't do it.
That's insane.
Just don't do it.
Oh my god, that's actually so scary.
There was a guy I never even actually met because I got a super creepy vibe from him, but he would send out mass texts regularly asking if I wanted to do anything that night. I could tell it was a mass text because it showed the numbers of everybody else he was texting on my iPhone.
Oh my
conversation. God. After many ignored texts as follows. Him, hey, want to do anything tonight? Me, can you please remove me from this mass text list? I've never even met you. Him, this isn't a mass text. Lol. Me, screenshot where it lists everyone else he's texting. Him, oh, lol. Hold on. Him, oh, lol. You caught me? Random stranger. Yeah, we can all read this.
Oh shit! That's fucking ridiculous. If you're gonna try and do game, at least check that you're not putting people in a fucking
mass text list.
Do you know how offended I would be? Do you know how
why are you grouping me with everyone else?
And also, how many girls are there?
No, stop.
How many people are in this chain? 20, 100?
Mass text to say want to do anything tonight. Are you alright?
No, you're just lonely. you're just that's just really sad. Like, you shouldn't be doing that.
Not him going, oh lol, you caught me. And then someone else being like, yeah, we can all read it.
That's so embarrassing. That's so embarrassing.
I would actually have to scream.
No, I would have to.
What do you mean?
I'd have to report him.
No, you're getting reported.
Like,
you're getting reported.
No,
what?
Stop it, please. I don't want to talk to you.
Oh my god, that's insane. To be fair, I haven't really had any like dating horror stories. Really.
Yeah, no, neither have I. I mean,
it's been pretty cool.
That's good. I mean, I haven't really been on many dates. Yeah, I keep paying for that.
Honestly,
I haven't really been on many dates. Actually, like when I get to a point where I want to date again, that's one thing I want to do. Actually, go on dates more.
Yeah.
But I do remember like the first ever date I went on was this random guy. I can't remember how I met him in person. I was much younger and I was in Sheffield and he took me to a fucking chicken shop. That wasn't even God. That actually wasn't even. It was like there's a road, yeah. There's a place called Akbar's. It's like a kebab shop that everybody knows about in Sheffield, and it was like near Akbar's or something. And I remember because he didn't tell me where we were going, so I was just like la di da di da. It must be like 16, 17, something like that. We get to the thing and I look up and it says chicken shop. I can't remember the name. You know when it has like a random name, and I literally was like. And we sat there and ate chicken.
Man literally said, Amelia, chicken shop date. He said, this is what we're doing.
Like, and this was like, what, 10 years ago?
Oh,
it was one of the worst dates I've ever been on. And I don't think he paid for the chicken. I think I paid for my chicken. And not that I necessarily subscribe to those gendered rules, but I subscribe to those
rules. It's a chicken shop.
Hey, you took me to a fucking chicken shop.
It's a chicken shop.
That was a terrible day. Not a horror story, but just fucking terrible.
Oh my god, okay, so the weirdest thing, I'd say the weirdest date I've been on was this guy. We had gone on a few dates, it was really, really cool. And then he wanted to do a movie night at his house. So I went to the movie night, it was all fine, you know, things started to get a bit heated, hot, whatever. Got into our little thing. And then after we finished sleeping together, this guy like just got out of the bed. Like it wasn't even like I wasn't expecting like to cuddle or anything, but he just got up like this, got out of the bed, didn't say a word to me, went downstairs and just was downstairs.
In your house or
in his house?
Okay, fine.
So he left me in the room, so I said, okay, let me just put my clothes on. And I was just texting my cousin like, girl, check my location just in case something's
fucking hell.
So I put my clothes on, I go downstairs, and this guy's sitting in the living room, like in the middle of his sofa, eating ice cream, not saying a word. Just eating ice cream.
Remember the Nollywood? That's the no. Yeah. I would leave.
You know, it was the weirdest thing. Like, imagine we just finished sitting there like this.
Did he say anything to you when he went there?
And then I was like, oh my god, like, are you okay? He was like, yeah. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get ready to go. He was like, sure. Eating his ice cream, no TV on, just sitting in his living room with the lamp on, eating ice cream, staring into space.
No.
I said, okay, I'm gonna get ready to go now. No. He never spoke to me again after that.
Really?
I never heard from the boy. Since that day, I've never heard from him again. And I mean, thank God, because
he was weird. He was weird.
But like, never heard from him again. Don't know if he's still alive, if he's still acting, what he's doing, but
some men have very interesting, everybody, but some men have very interesting relationships with sex. Like, I remember I once slept with this guy, and we slept together a few times, yeah, but he was very Christian, but like weirdly DL Christian. Anyway, he was chasing me, and then the first time we had sex, I remember like, he kind of like had this weird emotional breakdown afterwards because he suddenly felt really bad because he was having sex with Christian guilt. And honestly, Andrea, I think we slept together 2, maybe 3 times, and every time he would get into this fucking space, and I was like, don't message me saying you want to put it inside me. If you're just gonna come into my house, come and then throw all your Christian guilt at me. I can't do it. Like, and it, honestly, babe, it was like night and fucking day, and he'd be so like, yeah, I want you. After. No, I just got to where I was like, I can't fucking do this. I can't do like being all weird, not wanting to touch. Go away. Just don't have sex.
Just don't do it.
It's annoying.
Just don't do it.
It's annoying. Like, don't be scared of your own desires. Like, you
don't bring that in. Don't involve me in it.
I can't emotionally hold you. That's not in the job description.
In the job description.
I don't know what you came here for. But it's not that.
Nah, some men are weird, guys.
Yeah, some men are weird. Women too, but everybody's weird. But men, yeah, you can take that.
Eating ice cream, staring into space. That's not why I want
demonic. Actually, demonic.
Very scary. Very scary. And then all my friends were like, "Oh, it was obviously your vagina just possessed him." I said, "I don't want to be blamed for this man's. I don't want to be blamed for this man's chaotic."
What weird possession is that?
Yeah, no. Okay, guys, so we're gonna play a trick or treat, true or false game really quickly because the camera's gonna die for you guys. So let's lock in.
Nice. Okay, so these are the questions.
So, male bodies can only have one orgasm at a time.
I'm gonna say false.
I'm gonna say false as well.
Yeah, but I don't know if I believe that.
Only have one orgasm at a time. Actually, no, I'm gonna say true. I think females can have multiple.
Yeah, women can.
I think maybe men can only have one orgasm at a time.
I'm gonna stick with false. Let's see what
okay, you stick with false. I'll stick with true. Oh, should we write these down?
Yeah, probably.
Nipples and lips are regularly mentioned as the top erogenous zones after the genitals. I say
yes,
true.
Yeah, I think that must be true.
Labia majora is an Italian opera.
I'm gonna say false.
I'm gonna say false. Isn't the labia the outside of the vagina?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm saying false too.
A fluffer is a sex toy.
True.
Maybe. I'm gonna go with true.
I'm gonna say true.
You can only get pregnant by having sex in the missionary position.
So stupid question. That's not how nothing works.
God. Condoms are made of latex, polyurethane, or the intestinal membrane of a lamb. I thought it was just latex.
I think it was just latex. But hey.
I'm gonna say false.
I'm gonna say false.
STIs can be passed between sexual partners even when there are no viable symptoms.
Yes, true.
Wrap it up.
Strap it up and test regularly, y'all. It's not a joke.
There's actual STIs going out there.
Do you know what I mean?
The perineum is a sensitive and often overlooked erogenous zone spot on a female and male bodies.
I think that's true. I don't know why, but I think I've heard that word before.
I have never heard it.
Okay.
I'm going to say true because I've never heard it.
Okay.
Yeah. Pinching the reservoir before rolling it down is one of the steps to correctly using a male condom. So pinching the top bit and rolling it down. Yeah, I think it is true. Vaginal and clitoral orgasms feel the same.
False.
I would say that's false.
Okay,
should we get the answers?
Let's do it. What does it say?
This is real quick, guys. Real quick.
Like what's race against...
So, number 1 is false. Male bodies can have multiple orgasms.
Very good.
Harder to achieve than for female bodies. Tantric sex focuses on multiple orgasms and orgasms without ejaculation.
I'm going to research that. I think that's fascinating.
Same. That's so really interesting. Maybe the next the next one is true. So these are often mentioned in studies, polls and research as the hottest spots of the body. So that's the lips and the nipples.
Nip.
The third one is false. The labia majora are the outer lips of the vulva.
Ah, nice.
As we know.
Yeah, I was about to say.
When we did the vulva as our word of the week.
If you watched, you would know that.
The fourth one is false.
False.
A fluffer is someone who assists in keeping porn actors aroused during filming. Interesting. Wow. I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't know that was a job.
You have to look into that. Fluffer.
That's interesting. Wow,
that's fascinating.
Just keeping them fluffed throughout.
Fluffed. But then what's anyway? I have so many questions.
Oh my god.
Okay.
The fifth one is false. Yeah. There is nothing magical about the missionary position.
Yeah.
No, I love missionary.
Yeah, me too.
It's so good for making love.
Gosh.
Anyway, the sixth is true.
Yeah.
Male condoms are made of all 3 materials, and female condoms are made of polyurethane. Lambskin condoms made of intestinal membrane only offers protection from pregnancy, not STIs.
Wow.
Interesting.
That is fascinating.
And I wonder why it doesn't help
with STIs. Yeah, because then you get
lamb
STIs
intestine.
from-
I don't really want a lamb intestine.
I
in my
don't
cat-
want
in my
that. This
coochie,
doesn't sound fun
to
at
be
all.
fair, but okay.
Okay.
7 is true. Many STIs do not have viable symptoms. It is important to get tested regularly.
Please do that.
It. 8 is true. Don't forget the perineum. Check out the 4th of July, whatever, and giving the perineum some love. I don't know what that is.
But I think we should use that as word of the week.
Yeah, that might have to be our next word of the week.
Yeah.
What the
maybe
hell?
it will be with the tantric. Maybe because we've already talked. Maybe we need to do an episode about orgasms in general, or like tantric orgasm or tantric sex, because that's quite interesting.
That's really interesting. Okay,
Yeah, sorry.
cool. That's gonna be our word of the week.
Woo!
10 is false. Oh no, 9 is true.
Okay, good.
Pinching the tip of the condom removes any air so that there's plenty of room for all the semen and sperm upon ejaculation. Oh! And 10 is false.
Nice.
Vaginal and clitoral orgasms are felt in different areas of the body, and one can be more intense for some women and vice versa.
I mean, we did really well in that quiz. We learned some things. We only got like 2 wrong. I got 3 wrong because of the first question, but that was like really good.
Yeah.
We got some good sexual knowledge in our minds.
Well, guys, we hope you enjoyed this episode. Sexual, sultry, scary.
Wow, it was so good, so vampy, so kinky. We didn't actually set homework, so your homework is to go and do the test. And
go and do
figure
the
out.
test and go and talk to your friends about it.
Yeah.
And come with a fun fact in the
In the comments.
Let us know what your top 1 or top 3 is in the comments.
Or talk about it with a friend, as Andrea says.
Yeah,
Just
or
talk about
journal it or do something
That
with
part.
those things and ask those dangerous questions. And we hope you have a happy Halloween.
Bye, guys.
Bye.